The rain had been tapping the windows since before sunrise. That slow, steady rhythm that makes the whole world feel like it's half asleep. Marcus didn't mind. He liked mornings like this. Quiet, grey, nobody bothering him. He sat on the cracked leather couch in his small apartment, sipping the last bit of cheap coffee he'd reheated twice. The only sound, besides the rain, was the distant hum of cars rolling through puddles on the street below. He didn't expect the knock on the door. Not that early, not that firm. Marcus froze, cup halfway to his lips. Nobody knocked like that unless they needed something. Or they were trouble. He set the cup down, wiped his hands on his sweats, and walked to the peephole. The hallway was dim, but he could make out the shape of a woman, mid-30s maybe, soaked from the rain, hair plastered to her cheeks, breathing hard like she'd run the whole way there. He cracked the door. "You Marcus?" she asked, voice shaky. He nodded slowly. I didn't know where else to go." She kept glancing over her shoulder like someone might appear behind her any second. "They followed me here." Marcus opened the door wider, just enough. "Who's they?" She stepped inside without waiting for an invitation and closed the door behind her. She was trembling. "I saw something I wasn't supposed to. Down on 14th. Her voice dropped to almost a whisper. "They killed a guy. Broad daylight, and they saw me watching." Marcus stared at her. "You go to the cops." She shook her head fast. "I don't trust them. Not after—" She stopped herself, swallowing hard. "I only came here because your brother once helped me. Years ago. He told me if I ever needed anything, come to you." Marcus felt something sink in his chest. His brother had been gone 5 years now, and every time someone mentioned him, it was like ripping open a box he taped shut long ago. But he didn't say that. Instead, he grabbed a towel from the counter and handed it to her. "Sit," he said. "Tell me exactly what you saw." She sat stiffly, clutching the towel, staring at the floor. 2 men arguing beside a red car. The shorter one kept yelling about money. Then the taller guy pulled a gun like it was nothing. "Shot him twice," I screamed. "Stupid. I shouldn't have screamed." She rubbed her palms on her knees. Then they looked straight at me. I ran. Marcus exhaled, and they followed. They were in a black SUV. I ducked through alleys, cut through the laundry building, jumped fences. She looked at him with wide eyes. I think I shook them, but I don't know. I don't know anymore. Almost on cue, there was a thud from outside. Not a knock, more like something bumped the wall near his door. The woman jolted upright. Marcus held up a hand, motioning her to stay quiet. He stepped to the window and peeked through the blinds. Nothing on the walkway. Nothing on the stairs. Still, the hairs on the back of his neck prickled. He wasn't a hero. Never claimed he was. But his brother had always stepped in for people who didn't have options. Sometimes that legacy felt like a weight. Other times, like a compass. Right now, it felt like both. "You can't stay here," Marcus said quietly. "If they find you in my place, neither of us makes it out." Her lips trembled. "Then what do I do?" Marcus grabbed his keys, threw on his jacket. "We move, now, through the back stairwell." She hesitated. "You're helping me?" He shrugged once. "My brother vouched for you. That's enough." They slipped out the back door, the alley glistening with fresh rain, the city breathing its cold morning air. They moved quick, sticking to shadows. But as they reached the corner, the sudden roar of an engine shattered the quiet. A black SUV screeched around the bend. Marcus grabbed her wrist. "Run!" They bolted down the alley, shoes splashing through puddles, heartbeats pounding louder than the thunder rolling overhead. The SUV skidded to a stop behind them, doors flying open. Marcus didn't look back. He just ran harder, dragging her toward the only safe place he could think of, his brother's old workshop. When they reached it, he kicked open the rusted door and shoved her inside. The place smelled like oil and old wood, but it felt familiar. Safe. Marcus slammed the door shut and locked it, chest heaving. Outside, footsteps splashed closer. "You ever use a weapon?" he asked her. She shook her head. Marcus handed her a heavy wrench. "Today's a good day to learn." The footsteps paused outside the door. Then the handle slowly began to turn. Marcus stepped forward, jaw tight, adrenaline burning through him. He didn't know how this would end, but he wasn't letting her die here. Not in his brother's place, not on his watch. The handle clicked again. Then everything went silent. Until a single knock. Slow, deliberate. And the voice on the other side said, "We know she's in there." Marcus tightened his grip. "Then come find her," he said. And the room went still as the rain continued its steady fall outside.